Hello and welcome back in this very special video because we have hit the channel has hit 600 subscribers. Thank you so much guys for your awesome support. I really do appreciate it. 600 subscribers, 600 fans, that is an amazing number. I've never thought in my life that I'm gonna reach this stage in this channel, and I'm really happy for it, and I'm genuinely thankful for everyone that watched my videos and everyone that hit that subscribe button. So thank you so much for your amazing support, and you are a true amazing car enthusiast, because I like all of your requests, all of your talking, all of your ideas about engines. All of them are not regular ideas, they are amazing ideas, and I'm thankful for every request that I received, and for every awesome fan that requested an amazing car or an engine, and for everyone that kept going from the start of the channel until now. Thank you so much from all of my heart. Alright, so let's start with this engine. So I received on the Snapchat group, yes, we have a Snapchat group for the channel. If you want to be added on it, just add my Snapchat, and I will add you on the YouTube on the YouTube group, social group, on the Snapchat, so you can chat with all the fans, request a video, discuss ideas, whatever. So I received this amazing requested engine by Mr. Ivan Vert 11. So he wants a 1970 3-cylinder engine with DCOE carburetor, and as powerful as possible, and at the same time he told me to put the least amount of stroke and the most amount of bore as possible, so I can make the engine to rev high and to make a good amount of power. And also he wants the engine to have a single overhead camshaft with 3 valves per cylinder. Yes, 3 valves per cylinder, and to be made from aluminium or aluminum, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, there is like a bug in the game. The developers, they should fix it. Where is the crankshaft pulley? It's not available. I don't know where did it go. All right, so let's start with the specs. We have inline 3-cylinder engine, aluminium block, of course, in the 1970s. We have 90.3 millimeter on the bore, 67.7 millimeters on the stroke, which equals 1301 cc engine. Why did I chose this setup? I mean, I could have gone all the way to the max in the bore and the least amount of stroke, but as a 3-cylinder engine, if you do that, if you go all the way to the max, the engine cannot rev at all. I mean, the RPM limit will be 0. It cannot start. I promise you that. If you have the game right now, just choose any kind of 3-cylinder, put the bore to the max, and see what I'm talking about. The same idea goes for the stroke. Even if you put the lowest amount of bore and the highest amount of stroke, the same idea will go. The RPM limit will be 0. So to go, I want to go in the middle, which is like 85-90 millimeters. So I've chosen 90 millimeters and the least amount of stroke. That will be 1301 cc engine. Single overhead camshaft, like he requested, with 3 valves per cylinder, aluminium head material. We have forged internals, forged steel crankshaft, heavy duty forged connecting rods, and forged pistons. Zero quality here. We have 11.0 to 1 compression ratio, which is extremely high back in the 70s. I mean, yes, there are some other engines like 11.5 to 1. Yes, I know that, and they are very unique, and this engine is also very unique because 11.0 to 1, this is a very high compression ratio in the carbureted era. Yes. All right, so we have the cam profile set to 93, which is in the racing section. More than 93, the engine will start to lose power and torque, which is not efficient. Plus 15 quality, because Mr. Evans he didn't tell me like what are the quality restrictions, so I presumed all the way to the max, because this is a one-time engine. This is a very custom one engine. This is not a mass-produced engine. Plus 15 quality here, naturally aspirated, of course. He want a DCOE Weber carburetor, and yes, we have this option, so I've chosen DCOE carburetor, single option, the single carburetor option. There you cannot put twin, because I mean, check out the block. The block itself, or the engine itself, is very tiny, so there is no place to put another one. Even if you made a very custom intake manifold, it cannot go on. So a single one is perfect. Race intake, because it's a racing engine. I've chosen super leaded fuel because there is no option for unleaded super unleaded fuel, and I want a high octane fuel, so I've chosen this. 12.7 is the air fuel ratio, nearly to the max, so I'm pushing a lot of fuel in. 100 on the ignition timing, maxed out. 7,500 is the RPM limit because the power peaks at 7,300, so I presume 7,500 is perfect. Plus 15 quality on the fuel system. Racing tubular header with a single exhaust pipe, 1.5 inch exhaust diameter or 38.1 millimeters. Of course, no catalytic converter because I'm using leaded fuel, and no mufflers at all, with plus 15 quality on the exhaust system. And this is the final result: 137 horsepower at 7,300, 100 pound-feet of torque at 6,900 rpm. Pretty much perfect for a tiny engine, and in the 70s technology. The engine is not really reliable because racing intake manifold, which means and which allows the dust, the sand, rocks, anything, grass, people to go in the engine. Anything can go into the engine. There are no restrictions, and that means the reliability will drop. The engine is, even with aluminium block and aluminium cylinder heads and forged internals, it's still heavy because it's 1970. I mean, the 1970s, even the lightest engine in that era were heavy. They were really heavy in today's standards. But if you made all of these specs in 2018, the engine will be like 50 kilograms or maybe 55, 60. That's it, not 88. But still, in the 70s, in the V8 era, in the inline 6 era, the heavy engines, 200 kilograms, 300 kilograms, 88 is a tiny engine. The material cost, yes, it's a little bit expensive because everything is on plus 15 quality, and since this is a very custom engine, a single engine only, this is not a mass-produced engine, so then I don't care about these because they will only make this engine and that's it, nothing more. The service cost is actually good. It's not bad for a racing engine. Fuel economy also, it's not bad for a 1970s racing engine, a carbureted racing engine with a lot of fuel going in. I'm using nearly all the octane. The engine is extremely toxic because of the leaded fuel. There is lead in it, and that makes the engine extremely toxic. And let's see, the smoothness. This is not a strong point. I mean, even if you put a very tiny camshaft and you made the engine extremely smooth, you will reach only like 55, 60 at max in the smoothness. That's it for inline 3 engines. But since we are making a racing engine, yes, it's not smooth. It's not smooth at all. Throttle response is very good for a carbureted engine, and the noise, I mean, remember, this is plus 15 quality exhaust, and that even without any restrictions, any mufflers, plus 15 quality will make the exhaust noise, it will make it quieter. I mean, check this out. If I made it to 0, yes, we will lose power and torque, but check out the noise. 88. If you put it to minus 15 quality engine, you will be at 100. You will be at 112 on the loudness, as you can see. So, but we will lose power and the engine will knock. So plus 15 quality is pretty much perfect, and it will make it quieter as well, even without any mufflers, and that's a good thing. You don't want a racing engine to make your ears bleed. You want to make it powerful, as much powerful as possible, and that's the best option to go with. So let's fire it up. This is how it looks. So the engine idles at 1,600 rpm and 55 pound-feet of torque at idle. So the engine actually sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely brutal, and it's very responsive and it's powerful. Remember, this is the 1970s, and we have 137 horsepower with only 1300 cc engine or 1.3 liter engine. Can you imagine in the 70s showing up with a 1.3 liter engine? I mean, people will laugh at you, especially if, oh, look at that, the crankshaft pulley is back. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, so can you imagine like showing up to a racetrack with your racing car, with your lightweight racing car with this engine? Yes, if you have a lightweight racing car, like for example, if you have like, I don't know, a Mini, or I don't know what was the car, the good cars at the era. I don't think I don't actually know like what kind of cars, like the MG, like a lot of MG lightweight cars, like Lotus maybe. I don't know what other cars they were light in that era. Tell me in the comment section, please. Like, what do you think this engine will be appropriate in? Like, if you have a 1970s lightweight car, which car or which model do you think this engine will be perfect in to go to a racetrack with it? Like, if you like, let's say that maybe you bought that lightweight body 1970s car and you upgrade the suspension, the tires, the brakes. You upgrade the chassis, put a roll cage in, a fire extinguisher, a racing seat, all the racing equipment, and you have, let's say, a 5-speed gearbox, manual of course, with this engine. What do you think? What do you think the car model should be? Like, tell me in the comment section, please. So thank you so much, Mr. Ivan, for your amazing request, and thank you so much, guys, for watching, and thank you so much for all of your amazing support. I really appreciate it, and I would be more than happy to see those subscriber numbers go up and more up all the time, and to see those likes go up in the sky. So of course, if you enjoy the video, guys, hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and keep requesting engines. And as I said before, you can get add on my Snapchat YouTube channel group by adding my Snapchat, which you can find the snap code on my channel, or you can add me manually using my username, which is Lord BAS94, Lord Bass 94. You can add me and I will add you on the group. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna keep doing amazing engines, and I'm gonna keep doing all of your amazing requests. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon, and goodbye for now, my friends.